So these are the possible returns, or let me say the outcomes or the implications on Brother Kevin Taylor's insult on the Archbishop Nicholas Duncan-Williams. I find it hard to accept this trend in Ghana where people who claims they are making corrections will always have to correct error by errors. Insulting elderly people is always an error. Again, if you took a video or a material belonging to an individual without his permission, without his consent, using the same video to tarnish his image, to castigate him, to make him look foolish, stupid, or like an armed robber, and the person gets to know, and the person copy, strike you, you get offended and raise a lot of insult on such a man of God. Take a look at the video where Kevin Taylor insulted the Archbishop severely. On this platform, I react positively concerning trending matters in God's kingdom concerning men and women of God. To get yourself updated, like, subscribe, and turn on the bell notification icon to receive from me always
a man of God who lies too much. O Bible nekuta on say o ware na ujaya men ware biem. Yes say o ware na ujaya e kire ba ko awu ansa na wetuma ware o yere otiase o ex-wife tiase. Wakwa ware. You are no holy than anybody. Ye na ye jimi kakra e na yasoso mo so e na mo de Bible abehunhunu nipa e na mo ba mo hu fifire ne mo tawre tinsan kom said ya mo kamponche so e wo Burkina Faso. He could have told God his son who was going crazy in Kanyankopon fa ne born in Cheno. Duncan-Williams did not even see under his own roof. His son was sniffing drugs under his own roof. He could not see. I know people who control your accounts and the amount of money you people control. I want to tell Duncan-Williams and his church. From what I'm seeing, Strike Nearby and church said they officially sent the strike. They want us to call them or email them to tell them, say, oh, please let the video go ahead. Inti sir strike here Duncan-Williams ede ako Facebook say you're using the video na all your concepts when you read the copyright strike statement now omo dia omo kanyina say yenko Duncan-Williams wo yen email no na yen ne nko kasa ne yen so papa video na ye boy no de egu anima asemom de na video no yesro ma video ni gina Facebook anka me ya ochia say me ko on the internet. So me call on my computer to send Duncan-Williams an email. Na sorry no, ne watchman no, na assistant no, an email to tell them say, you use video inti. What report to Facebook inti. Ye no mbe kasa na wakoma nto yim na me use video anka me your chin. Video na whether Facebook na wudi jiska no. O misinforming for about prayers no. Na me check Ghana for so who chantro. Intro na wucha no enye sesofu betwa ntro no wo akoko complain at Facebook send me memra na me send you email Duncan-Williams at gmail.com na me can say oh let's solve it na me nsa email na wo email kaka che Facebook say Kevin Taylor na makasa se si arama twena so anka me your chin Duncan tie me onya Yesu ba wo oya nipa te se me a title near the mount nipa na the mount nyankopon mo bia title asasi so me say London Bridge me ba hono anka me your chin. I will not retract anything. The thing you did in the expose you Duncan-Williams, you have been taking advantage of the people for too long. Time in do me, I don't care the fasting and the prayers you will do against me. I don't. If you have fasting and prayers, papa bompa na onsanim pie say oh bompa papa bi bo a bochire nyankopon the fast one on Sunday and the bompire now on Sunday me umpire to me nyamshi. I was educating Ghanaians about the misinformation. You people, you have capitalized on the ignorance of the people. The Bible belongs to all of us. Tell them the truth. You people have turned into political pastors in Ghana. All that you do, Duncan-Williams, I'm not going to generalize this. I'm going to send it directly to you and your church. All that you people do is to make sure say you speak big grammar. You speak big English. Ni anti Roman Duncan-Williams. Obebo Empire said the city will rise. City na wahi. Empire nko baby awo. The church you are in. Empire entra ceiling no. Ya anti na obaja ntire ni be ro na hen mu de kire wiase. Die na okatire Nyankopon. Duncan-Williams, nobody is going to apologize to you for using a video you yourself did when you were acting, you are comedian yourself. Duncan-Williams, yantia na obaja ntire ni be woro na hemu de kire wiase. Die na oka kire Nyankopon. Wo bon die che omomote wasore dem ho. If you have fasting and prayers, papa, bompa na wonsa ni mpie. Say wo bompa papa bi bo a bo kire Nyankopon, de fa so ma wonsa ne teye ene de bompa na wonsa ni mpie. I am asking you, say, cathedral near sin why sick and ADC. Udi President Chiba America, when the chair cathedral no, sa FN, when the chair, you are a man of God who lies too much.
Mr. Kevin Taylor, this is a father, Archbishop Nicholas Duncan-Williams. If nothing at all, he is a father. If you don't see him even as a minister of God, if you don't see him as somebody very anointed, if you don't see him as somebody who have been called by God genuinely, remember he is a father. Where this man has reached in his life, you are yet to reach there. You see this trend in Ghana, where nowadays everybody at all, whether they are successful, whether they are not successful, whether they are not even anybody at all, think it is wisdom, think it is knowledge to approach the fathers if they make error, to insult them by reason of correcting them. We must be very careful. The youth of Ghana, we must be very careful. If you don't see this man as somebody at all that God has called, that his prayers are nothing, that even if he fast and pray, it can do you nothing. Remember, he is a father. Correcting upwards many times is a big error, Mr. Kevin. Correcting upwards many times is an error. And be very careful, because some of his children may be older than you. You are equally a father. You are equally married. Nobody can predict the future of your marriage, whether it will last or it will not last, whether your children will grow to see you as a father together with their mother. Only God can tell. This thing that is trending in Ghana that we call wisdom and knowledge and intelligence, the youth of Ghana, be very wise. The youth of Ghana, be very wise. If you know people who are in control of his financial issues or bank accounts or whatever they have, it does not give you the right to call him or term him as an armed robber, as somebody who is striving on the ignorance of mere church members. Mr. Kevin, be very careful. You may touch everybody. It may seem unwise. It may look foolish to you that he is nobody. But I tell you, time will tell. Let us all be very careful. What has this man done at all? Always he will be insulting. People in Ghana will be insulting this man left and right. The impact this man has made. If you want to know the reason why your president, the reason why Ghana president and different other nations, their president comes to seek his advice, it's not a mistake. It's not a mistake that great people seek his counsel. It is only in Ghana that we rise by bringing down another. It's only in Ghana that when we want fame, when we want to rise, when we want people to know us, we must always attack those that people respect. We must always come against those that have been successful and have made a meaningful life for themselves. If you think that the copyright strike that they have issued to you, if you think that it's not necessary to consult or contact them, if you think consulting or contacting the Archbishop, just so that things can be in a right place, so that those who are involved in working for the Facebook services can retract it, and then you can have whatever the capacity, or you can be active to work as you want to. If you think it's not necessary, why insult the man? The whole thing looks like you have something in your heart against him. But remember that it is written, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. At least, even if you don't see him as a pastor, remember he's a father. You can never be smarter than your father. You can never be wise than your father. Let us be very careful. The youth of Ghana, be very careful. Let us learn from this and let us be very, very careful with what is going on. I do subscribe to the work of Trini Jonas. I do subscribe to the work of Free Mind. I do subscribe to the work of Ohini David, and whatever you guys are doing to bring development, to bring the growth of the nation Ghana. But one thing I do not subscribe is the approach of your issues, the approach of how you approach certain matters or certain situation at hand in Ghana, and you call this knowledge or wisdom. You guys, especially Mr. Kevin, take things easy. Life is full of surprises. Take things easy. Even if you don't see him as a man of God, even if you don't see him as a minister or somebody that God has anointed, you have called him a liar, you have called him a thief, and you have said many things to him. You see, the issue of correcting preachers, sometimes I even wonder, it is only in Ghana alone where unbelievers, people who don't go to church, people who don't study Bible, who do not even have time to read their Bible, thinks that they know enough to correct pastors, they know enough to correct Christians, they know enough and to correct those who are doing the work of God. You see, Mr. Kevin, take things easy because you are very young, and this man that you are insulting, he has children who are equally your age mates, or they may be even older than you. So be very, very careful about the insults that you are raining on the man. I am telling you, even if Dangote was a Ghanaian, he would still be insulted. By now, many Ghanaians could have called him and insult him and criticize him and will criticize him. By now, many Ghanaians would have been criticizing him, calling him all sorts of names. Would have said that maybe his source of wealth is from some kind of blood ritual money. Many people could have said many things against Dangote. Almost everybody successful in Ghana, we have something to say against them. We believe anybody successful in Ghana today is the reason why our nation is not doing well. Is the reason why our nation is not progressing. Is the reason why our nation is still behind in terms of infrastructures, in terms of better healthcare, in terms of education, better road, quality life, and whatever. Until when will we stop all this form of insults? Mr. Kevin, you see, this is not analysis. There is no truth in whatever you are saying. If I look at and if I assess whatever you put out there in the name of exposing the man, it seems you have something against him. All the things you are speaking as somebody who is hurt inside, and you are trying to take a revenge by that. It is only in Ghana that we always criticize those who are successful. We always criticize those who have done well for themselves. If we don't tag them as people who have stolen government money, we will tag them as people who are stealing for poor ordinary church members, who are making them more ignorant just so that they can steal from them. Until when are we going to put a stop to this? Mr. Kevin, you see, you don't even know much about prayer for you to be able to teach that a person a prayer. I believe if you know much of prayer, you should have been known for prayer. But here you are criticizing the man, calling him all sorts of things in the name of wisdom and knowledge. But there is no knowledge that subscribes to this kind of attitude. There is no wisdom that subscribes to this kind of behavior. And we as Ghanaian youth must be very careful. The kind of people we follow on social media, the kind of people we listen to, and the kind of things we are consuming. You see, Mr. Kevin, you are forgetting that you are a father and you have children and you have wife. Nobody knows the future of your marriage. Nobody knows the future of your children. If you think such an elderly person like Archbishop Duncan-Williams is wrong or is evil, and this is the way you have to approach the man in the name of revealing the character of the man. Supposing you, Mr. Kevin, if you are a father and those your children decide to correct you on something they think you have made error of, and they correct you by insulting you, especially in public, Mr. Kevin, will you take this lightly? Let us be more careful with the things we are doing these days, especially how we are using social media and the things we are doing in the name of knowledge and wisdom. Because the people you are insulting have gone ahead of you. If not nothing at all, they are far older than you. Their children is even older than you. So why, Mr. Kevin? Why, Mr. Kevin? Let us be very careful how we approach certain things. Nobody knows tomorrow. You are abusing him by his marriage. You are equally married. You are equally married. Nobody knows the future of your marriage. You have children as well. Be wise and take this simple advice. It will be well of you to take this simple advice. Peace.